How about now? What the hell? This is where those people come from. How about now? Give me a 1. Yes. The stupid thing was muted. I don't know if I'll leave this one up. I hate when there's audio problems in the beginning. I'd rather have video problems. Hello, Sandra Horn. Hi, Tahara again. Hi, Diane in Chicago. Hi, Diane in Belize. Hi, Richard Ortiz. Hi, Carla, my darling. Yeah, so what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by that stupid muted button on the YouTube thing, I'm going to have to pay attention to that because I didn't mute that. Oh, God. Here comes the weirdos. Go talk to your mama like that. So, I said I wasn't about to tell you guys that I was getting ready to travel yesterday to come back home because there's some weirdos out there. They just want to know that you're traveling so that they can make a phone call on you. The hell? So let me tell you how easy it was when I got back into the country, because when we left, they took our photographs on a computer, right? You had to stand in front of a computer like at the DMV, and they take your picture. I'm ironing handkerchiefs. Are there any mods in here? What the hell is wrong with these effing people? Hide the user from the channel. Go away. Go away. These weird people. Okay. Let's see. One mod. Carla, are you still with me? I would just ignore these people, but then they put nasty stuff. I have to remove it, right? Yeah, so I wasn't... Okay, Diane, are you with me? Did these stupid trolls just take over? Thank you, Kathy. No, I don't believe in Jesus. Since they want to ask me jackass questions, leave me alone. You're using your wrench? Have fun, Carla. Whack them in the face. You can block them. Block them from the channel. They're just like computer trolls. That's what they are. They're AI, I think. Anyways, I wasn't about to tell you guys that I was about to travel. But when I got back into the country, I don't know why this iron's not getting super hot. When I got back into the country, we went into a line that says U.S. citizens only, no passport needed. And they just took her picture again. And the guy said, "Welcome home, Barbara." And that was it. Grabbed my suitcase and we were out of there. They did the same thing pretty much with my sister-in-law, my sister, my brother-in-law, and Joe. They're like, "Welcome home. Where'd you go, Belize? Was it hot? Did you have fun?" So, okay. Patsy says, "You are Mexican. Lord have mercy." Thank God for the Mexicans that went to Texas to save them people. Right? I got back in safe, Diane. It was such a pleasure to meet Diane Madrid in Belize. And I'm glad I got to see you twice because I didn't get to see a lot of people. Because we were there on a mission. And the mission wasn't mine. The mission was for my sister. So we got to do what we got to do. We got a free trip out of it. A 21-day experience with videos and footage that I'll start editing tomorrow after I get back from the dentist. You guys know I'm working on that one tooth. And actually, I was supposed to go back to the dentist already. But I was going to be gone on this trip. So he sent me with some cement and said, if that thing fall out of that tooth, put that cement in and keep it moving, girl. Don't eat on that side of your mouth. So they had it set up for the minute I get back, the first Monday, to go ahead and continue to work on that tooth. So that's tomorrow, okay? We took a lot of handkerchief because you need these in Belize. Because paper tissue won't work. Hi, Hazel. So you've met Diana? Yeah. Mm-hmm. One of them. Belize would change their bill in August. What bill? My God, these rude people. Carla, wrench these people in the head. Wrench these people in the head. You okay, baby? Hold on, guys. Let me see something Joe wants me to see. Hope the iron don't fall. That's the line scale. That's on that. Carla, I don't even care if they give money. You can remove their bull crap. Aw, Diane. So, I got a little story, and this is gonna come up all in the videos, okay? I might not leave this live up, only because of those dirty things those people are saying in here. But we'll do another live tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, because I'm gonna be numb. Oh, the Belize money? Okay. Yeah. I don't think I kept any Belize money. I think I gave Joshua a $2 bill. So, I was at the airport. Our dad, no, I'm home. George, I'm home. Our dad came to see us off. And as we're walking to go through the check, you know, to take off your shoes and stuff like that and to check in, not to board the plane, but to just like check in, his whole family was going by, and the mom or the wife in the family was making a big to-do about seeing me, and the husband was like, well, who the hell is she? You know, he didn't say that, but that was his facial expression. And she says, that lady that I watch. I don't know if the husband was Belizean. And so she taught me how to cook. That's what the lady was saying. And so he was like, thank you. So I showed them my dad, and I go, that's my dad. And so they made a big to-do over him. So when Joe went out, oh, by the way, and I might not leave this one up like I said, so I'll make a separate video when I make my video series. If I took a picture with you and you took it with your phone and I didn't get it with my phone or my sister's phone, please post a picture and tag me in it so I can download it. And if you want, I'll put you in my video series when I'm doing it. There was a couple of people that I met, because of the jobs that they do, they told me that I wasn't allowed to post the pictures online, and I respect that, and I'm not going to do that. Not even in my private thing where you guys pay to be members, I'm not even going to post it there, okay? I'm so glad I made it home safely. It's not America's new money. Grave Monkeys, Belize new money. Hi, Karen. Thanks for coming in yesterday, too. Yeah, I was trying to do this live earlier, but I've been washing all day. Because when I travel, even if I didn't use the clothes, I'm washing it. Yeah, so we had no trouble coming in. And I suppose maybe because that's California. California has 0 F to give with all this mess that's going on. Thank you, James. So there's like such interesting stories that happened to us. Even on the plane. Even on the plane. People were boarding the plane and they're stopping to take a picture with us. And I was like, I was floored. But I became very emotional throughout this trip several times. And it's because I tried to figure what was the matter. Because it wasn't like bad emotional, but I was emotional. And it's because I have a few of you that will speak up in my live or even on the videos, and I know you're there, but then I don't know who else is there. And to see that so many people recognized me and acknowledged that they enjoyed, not only that they enjoyed the show, but the show has helped them. And the running theme was during the pandemic, when we couldn't work and we couldn't go anywhere to buy food, you know, because everybody in Belize cooked food for sale, right? Goes, here you were popping up teaching us, because remember I did a whole pandemic series, and here you are popping up teaching us how to cook, and we survived because of you. And I was like, wow. That's the part that floored me, because I don't even think it's even all that important what I do. You know what I mean? Carla keep whacking them in the face. Whack them in the face, Carla. Whack them in the face. Yeah, so I don't even remember what all happened in the 3 weeks, but I surely recorded everything. And I'm going to go pull off all that footage tomorrow after I come back from the dentist. My appointment is bright and early in the morning. When I come back, I'll be numb. I won't be able to eat or drink. So guess what I'm going to do? Edit and watch my soap opera, my Beyond the Gate soap opera that taped all 15 episodes. Well, I guess maybe they missed one for the 4th of July. I'm not sure. But I have at least 13 or 14 episodes of that show to watch, I believe. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm taking it one day at a time. Yeah, I'm so glad everything went smoothly. We had some turbulence while coming back, but it wasn't the scary kind, which all turbulence to me is scary. It was just like a little bumpity bump. And when I see the flight attendants not buckling in, I feel safe. And then the captain came out of the cockpit and was chatting up the flight attendants for like half of them. Like, go back in the plane, go back in the cockpit, please. Just go back. We need you sitting at your seat. And you see, Myra, you've told me before, right? And so I know about your life story. And I know about Diane from Chicago, how you guys found me. And I know about Miss Lucky and Carla. And, you know, I speak to a lot of you guys on the phone. And I know that. But I went to Belize in 2008, and I wasn't doing the show yet, so that doesn't count. I went to Belize in 2013. I was only doing the show for 2 years at the time, so nobody, not one earthly soul recognized me. Not even close friends knew that I was doing the show, okay? And I wasn't keeping it a secret. So then I went to Belize 2016 for a short time for my uncle's funeral. Nobody recognized me, nowhere. So I expected the same thing when I went. And my sister's like, no, I'm expecting that everybody would recognize you. And I said, girl, you crazy. I said, and people in Belize are not even watching. I don't hear a peep out of them. And then, everywhere I went, everywhere, not just me, but people around me. You know, like at the airport, there was this white guy. He sat down behind me. And I was sitting behind Joe because I was taking care of my sister's purse while she went to go buy something. And the man said, why do you look so familiar to me? And I assumed maybe it could be the show. So I said, maybe you watch my YouTube channel? And because how would this man know me, right? And he said, no, I don't think so. And I said, okay. And we were going to try to figure it out, right? Maybe I favor somebody he knows. And then Joe turned around and said, huh? Because he thought I was talking to him. He didn't know I was talking to the man behind me. And when Joe turned around, he goes, yes, it's the cooking show. I recognize Joe. The white man recognized Joe. I was like, okay. Oh, no cancellation. And it's, girl, let me tell you, it was sunny while we were waiting to board the plane, and they took so long to put us on the plane that it started to rain. I said, oh, please don't let there be no rain delay. But it was just, by the time we boarded, the rain stopped. That's the way it rained in Belize the whole time we were there, though. Big rain. You think all your plans are shot, and then boom, it stopped. Boom, it stopped. Like I said in one of my videos, the hardest part for me was the food, because I eat a very specific diet, and it was very hard I'm looking for more pants to iron. It was very hard for me to not be able to cook my own food. Carla, they still have you working? Carla, they still Carla, they still have you working, Carla. Girl, they have Carla working hard. I feel like these are like trolls. Like they're not even humans, they're bots. You know what I mean? They're bots. Hi, Marcella. I didn't lose no damn weight, girl. I came back 4 pounds heavier. But it's because with what my sister was doing at the house, we would have like one meal early and then we wouldn't have another meal till like 8 at night. And I can't eat at 8 at night. So then I was just like not eating that meal, just one. So I was losing at first. I woke up one day, my face was skinny. And then after that, I started to go into survival mode. And I go, we might not get a meal till later by the time this happened and that happened and that happened at the house. And so I started to eat the whole damn meal that I would get in the morning, and it was a big meal. I was like, I can't do this. I'm gonna have to split this in two and save peace. So I started to do all that, and it was just wonky. It was wonky. So I came back like 4 pounds heavier. I'm not upset about it though, because two of that is probably water, and I can lose it quickly and then be back on my course in time for my birthday. Y'all know I have a birthday coming up, right? I have a birthday. Joe came back to a lot of plumbing repair. A lot of stuff went wrong when we weren't here. Shower wasn't working. The kids had to like file on into my bathroom, but it's fixed. He went to Home Depot. He didn't want to go to Home Depot before we left because ICE was raiding it. And even though Joe looks black, a lot of people think Joe looks Puerto Rican or Cuban. And he says, I ain't going out there with ICE doing all that raid. They throw my old ass on the floor. You crazy. Wait until that ends. You know? I made a skirt out of that material that I made this dress out of. Usually when your washer stops spinning, it's your transmission in the washer. And sometimes it is cheaper to just change the transmission than to buy a whole new washer. But with the price of washers at Costco, it might be better to just buy a whole new washer. Joe has changed the transmission on our washer before. And he's changed, the dryer just has a big old tub that just goes on like a band thingy, a belt thingy that turns it. No, my oven, the board that you turn on the oven at, there's like 12 things or 9 things there. I think 12, it's 4 times 3. Out of the 12 things, only 4 work. One of them is roast, one of them is pizza, one of them is chicken nuggets, and one of them is slow cook. And I don't think you can override the temperature for slow cook, but you can override the temperature for the other stuff. So that's what you have to press and then set the number and it will bake. So Joe says he'll take that apart. I think after the dentist tomorrow, he'll fix the toilet. The toilet is running, and also it's moving out of the base. So he has to take that out, put a whole new waxy thing and fix that part. That's the front bathroom doing all the trouble, guys. And then he'll take the damn oven apart. So when he does that, well, the control board, when he does that, I may or may not have an oven to use. You know, and that's like the death of a cooking show. You don't got your damn oven to use. But I'm not gonna let anything worry me, because I went on a whole 3-week trip that I didn't expect, and did a lot. Got a lot of footage for you guys, and I'm just back with an attitude of gratitude, you know. See, it's not worth it especially if you have to have somebody come in and fix it for you. But because I have Joe, Claudia, hi cousin Jay. I sure did sneak out. You know I can't say nothing, then people gonna call. They're going to call the ICE, the hard water people on me. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. These crazy people come in the live and talk about, oh, what if they don't let you? I said, oh, okay, that's my cue to shut my damn mouth. Night, Karen. Come back tomorrow, Karen. I'll do like a video earlier, okay? I wasn't even gonna do it with the rate of how I'm doing everything here, ironing everything. So you guys stay tuned because you might end up seeing Cousin Jay on video, especially if she tells me, yeah, you can use the footage. She told me yes already, but she can change her mind between now and when I put it up. Mm-hmm. Girl, you know we don't buy appliance, Kathy, we don't buy that what's that appliance thing, like that insurance? We don't buy that. I know somebody cussed me out before and told me I was stupid for not buying that. And I'm like, you're paying X number of dollars a year times X number a year and you've never used it, right? So that's all that money you could have saved on the side. If you have the money to pay for that insurance, save that money on the side to buy a new one. I don't ever have the money to pay on the side that insurance. So you know what? We just run it till it stops working, and then Joe fixes it. You buy the part from Amazon, you slap that sucker in. Thank God I have a Joe. If I didn't have a Joe, I'd be screwed. So my dad used to say, if you have to sell me so hard on your damn warranty, that means your crap probably ain't no good. I ain't buying it. Yes, Karen, come back tomorrow. I know it's late for a lot of you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we fixed the washer a couple of times and the dryer a couple of times. And then we fixed the fridge till we couldn't fix it no more and then we had to get a new one, right? Sometimes you're throwing good money after bad money. And what else did we fix? The stove. My God, today. I think I'm going to keep fixing my stove until the wheels come off because I went to price stoves or ranges, whatever the hell you call them. And they were so overpriced and expensive. And they had less features than the one that I have now. Don't ever buy Samsung appliances, okay? There you go. Samsung, even if you want me to use your crap for free, I wouldn't take it. Don't buy Samsung. The only thing they make good is phones. All right? I know, thank God for Joel. Yeah. Cousin Jay said I can use the footage. Where is Miss Lucky? Miss Lucky said, I want to see Cousin Jay. Cousin Jay, you going to make a big appearance. We haven't shown you in like 5 years. We don't know what Cousin Jay looks like. Child, let me tell you, Cousin Jay be cute. She be cute. You guys don't even know. You don't even know. I hate ironing these pants. I hate it. These stupid pockets are always flippy flippy. I hate it. Thank you. Thank you, Myra. You gotta be, oh my God, Cousin Jay. I'm you guys know that I never get big headed. You guys know that I'm friends with Sherry Shepherd. And she comes in contact with a lot of big people, bigger than her. And she has invited us to a lot of important things with important people there. We even met Stevie Wonder because of her, right? And we never get Google Gaga, even though we're like, oh my God, it's Stevie Wonder. We still let the man enjoy the party and not run over there for no autograph and whatever. Jada had a chance to talk with him because Jada talked to the wife and says, can I just thank him for all the music he's put out there in the world, stuff that I've learned from and enjoyed at some point before you leave? I don't want to be a bother. And she goes, yeah, sure, I'll tell you when he's done eating. And when he was done eating his hot Cheetos, the wife called Jada over and go, come over. And Jada shook his hand and told him that. Didn't ask for no picture. The reason we have a picture is because this white lady that was at the party was like, go over there with the camera and zoom in. So that's how we have a picture of it, right? But I was saying about Sherry, she is like so, what do you call, authentic and genuine, that she doesn't let any of that face, or it's like, oh girl, Sherry, I love you. It's like she talks to them like they're best girlfriends. And that's how people treated me, like I was family. So we're waiting outside the departure door to go in, and they were gonna pick up the rental car from us. and because that's the arrangement my sister made, and we were waiting for the guy to get dropped off by the taxi to pick up the rental car, and there was a lady that just went by and go, Bear Pantry Show in Belize? Oh my God. I was like, hi. I said, thank you for saying hi. Because some people are afraid to say hi. So when they say hi, I thank them, right? So, what else? On the plane, we rode first class. Shout out to my sister and her hubby who took us on our first class experience. I don't know that I could have ever done that on my own. Maybe way in the future when I start making buku money, Joe's trunks, right? And Jada said, I thought I was going to be the first one to go first class because that's her goal for one of these days when she takes one of these trips. So because we were at first class, people were boarding, and I was just sitting there, and I was so sick. I was so sick when I sat on the plane. I started to feel nauseous before I boarded the plane, and I was just like, oh, I started to walk the floor. I started to walk up and down to make the nausea go away. I don't know what caused that nausea. I think it's all the boat ride, plane ride, stuff like that. It affects my equilibrium, right? And so when I got on the plane, I was just like sitting there like, breathe, breathe. And not breathing because I was nervous. I just felt sick. And so this one lady got on and she goes, Bear Pantry Show. Some of them call me by my name, Barbara. Some say Miss Barbara. And some of them say Bear Pantry Show. And I said, yeah. And then she says, can I get a picture? And I was like, oh my God, I hope she's not holding up this line. And then I looked, some people were in front of her. So I'm like, yeah, quickly. So she did. And this lady looked grumpy as hell. This lady behind her. But she wasn't holding up the line. There was people in front of her. So she snapped that picture so fast. I saw the flight attendant watch like, what the hell's going on there, right? Who is she? And I just looked away like, I ain't nobody. I feel sick. So that flight attendant came. She was an older black lady. She offered us water, all of us. And I told her that I'm okay. I'll take a sip of Joe's water because I literally felt like I was going to barf. And she says, okay, I'll come back if you need anything. So I took a sip of Joe's water, and that's all I needed was a sip of that cold water with the ice, and I started to feel better. And so the lady came back for Joe's empty cup, and she says, did you take that sip? Did you enjoy that sip? And I told her, I said, yeah, I said, I feel sometimes just kind of nauseous when the plane is getting ready to take off, and I feel better once we hit cruising altitude. And she says, you let me know if you need anything. And she kept checking on me. What a sweetheart. And I was getting better and better and better as we went up higher and the AC was going and all that stuff. And she would not stop checking on me. I was so blessed. And then when the flight was over, I always thank the captain. I always make sure I remember the captain's name, and I thank him for landing that plane, saved the child. That captain landed that plane, it touched down, and then it was like, I'm like, what the hell? Is it bouncing back up in the air? So my sister, because I told my sister she was sleeping, and I said, the captain was out there talking for like a half hour to those flight attendants. And she said, he should have been in there practicing how to land this damn plane, because that plane was breaking apart when he landed this place. She was tripping. So I thanked the captain. Let me get a pants iron for Joe. And I thanked that flight attendant. And I said, thank you for taking such good care of me. And she says, you let me know if you need anything even now. I'll get you whatever help you need. Okay, are you better? I'm like, yeah, I feel a whole lot better. So that was really, really nice. She don't know who the hell I am, so for her to be doing all of that, she was just going on above and beyond to do her job, and I appreciated that. Carla, are they still doing foolishness? If I may ask that you don't mind, can you not do that, please? Do what? Do what? What the hell is this person talking about? Damn, people can complain about stuff. Be grateful. Carla, are you having fun whacking these people in the face? Are you having fun whacking these people in the face with that wrench? If they can dodge a wrench, they can dodge a ball. That's from dodgeball. Joe's gonna come in here and see this bed a mess and freak out. He's gonna go, where the hell am I going to sleep tonight? Do you plan on ending this at some point? Carla says help a review. Oh my goodness. I want to know what that person says is distracting. I'm ironing and I'm not stopping that. So if you don't like me ironing, go to somebody else's live. We're going to be all right. We're not even going to keep this live up for long. I just wanted people to know that I'm home. And that when I told you guys I wouldn't come home till the end of the month is because people are crazy. Don't let nobody know your travel plans. Not just because they'll come and rob your damn house, but because they can mess around with your flight plan. The hell? Mm-mm. I sure did. Cousin Jay, I sure did. Girl, I'm the Bear Pantry Show. You know I couldn't wear no clothes 2 times, which I did do. I think I wore one of the blue off-the-shoulder shirts twice. I washed it when I was there. I washed it in the shower when I was there. It's not just my clothes, though. It's Joe's clothes. We were there for 21 days. And Joe took all this damn clothes. I washed everything because everything smelled. I don't like that smell of travel. No, it smells good right now. So I don't even think Joe wore this jeans. He wore 3 pants over and over and over and over and over and over. And Tracy did one washing at one of the cousins while we were there. And then she paid a crap ton of money to wash the bedding. I told her, you should have bought new bedding. Oh, Cousin Jay, see the earrings I bought for myself? My sister loved her earrings too, the wooden ones. And the kids love their souvenir, especially the recorder. Jada was like, oh my God, this reminds me of when Grandma used to go and bring me back cute things like this, Mom. Thank you. She loved it. She was playing it too. That girl could play any instrument. When I was there, the stupid Skechers shoes. Let me show you the Skechers shoes. My sister paid a lot of money for the shoes. Because when she invited us to go to Belize, and she knows that I have my comfortable Nike shoes that she gave me years ago with all my mom's stuff printed on it, like the anniversary of her death, stuff like that. She says, don't wear that one because it's dirty. I'll buy you a pair of new shoes. So she bought me a pair of Skechers. So tell me why, on day 19 of me wearing the shoe, this left foot started to hurt in here. Like something, I don't know what the hell. There's a bone in here. That's what makes it slip on. But it started to hurt. And so I had to take 3 days to get that heel or Achilles tendon better. So I had to wear huarachas or cha-cha-cha the whole time. That's why you saw me in that in the pictures when Joe went to see his family. And it got better, and I put the shoes on today, and it was hurting that same spot again. It was burning, rubbing and burning. So I don't know what we're going to do to fix the shoes, because that shoe not cheap. I'm sure my sister paid over $100 for that shoe. About the washing machine? Yeah, you said they were coin-operated ones, right? We couldn't find anywhere we were. You know, we could, yeah, I made some good choices, right? We couldn't find anywhere we were. You had to take it and leave it with them. Kind of like when you go to a dry cleaners. And let me tell you what happened. So we took the sheet set, the comforter and everything in 2 big trash bags. We needed our trash bags to put trash while we were there, right? You know, we didn't have the conveniences of everything we needed. So when we went to pick up the thing, me and Derek waited in the car because the way he pulled up, he couldn't leave the car unattended. And so he pulled up on the wrong side of the road. He's in the driver part. I'm behind the passenger. Tracy got out because she has to go get the thing, and Joe jumped out on that side to go help her bring the stuff, right? It was either that or I would have had to jump out to go help her. And girl, I was tired. So Joe went, and when he got in there, he goes, where are our trash bags? Because they put it in a see-through bag, right? And they go, trash bags? So me and Derek are in the car going, what the hell? They're taking our trash bags. We want our trash bags back. We need those. And so they never gave it back. And so when Tracy got to the car, Tracy was like, Joe's over there fighting with these people over trash bags. I'm like, me and Derek are fighting with them in here too. You just didn't hear it. I said, they just took our trash bags. Those are 2 big black heavy-duty trash bags we needed for trash. We don't want their white crap they give us. That was flimsy. I was like, I didn't like that. You should have given people back their trash bags or say you don't need to leave the trash bags. Just leave the stuff and go and we'll put it in this plastic bag. They wanted them trash bags. You were back a bush. That's what people say. But I didn't feel like Belmont Pan was back a bush. You know what I mean? I think they were trying to be hoity-toity and go, oh, we don't have coin-operated machines here. And Tracy has a brand new stackable washer and dryer that she sent down for us to use. But because the house wasn't ready, she didn't dare open it. Why open it and leave it there in an unfinished house where people can come just use it? Whoever's building the house could just start. No, I told her, don't open that. We're going to be all right. I think my sister has the receipt. Thank you for that suggestion, Mara, because I'm going to look into that because Joshua was like, make a whole video tagging Skechers, letting them know that shit hurt. What the hell did they do to that shoe? And I want to wear it because I couldn't even wear it coming back. I couldn't slip in and out. I had to take off another pair of ugly tennis shoes. That made me mad. That made me madder than if I bought it. That's why I don't like to do commercial for some of these companies, you know, because if the shit don't work, I'll come back and tell you. Ooh, that ain't working like that pot set. The pot set was good for a minute and then it wasn't good. And I bought it myself. Some of you give me money to help me buy it. I'm still using it, but it's sticking everything. When you're done, you have to wash and soak and soak and soak. And somebody came and said, oh, you probably didn't, you know, when you have to grease it or oil it or whatever when you're done. And I'm like, you don't live in my house. If I grease a pot set like that, I'm going to be attacked by ants. And then I'm allergic to that ants, and then I'm going to die. Your pot set better work without me having to grease it. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm from America, Tom. I'm from America. No matter what part of the Americas I'm from, South, Central, or North, I'm from America. You know, Belizeans, we've been Americans forever, right? Girl, it was beautiful. I had the handsomest immigration officer, and he called me over, and I was friggin' tired. Plane ride was long. Had to ride a bus after we landed, and he called me over and he says, "Look right here. Look at that LAX thing on the top." And I just looked. I didn't smile or nothing. I just looked, and they snapped my picture because they snap your picture leaving the country from California. And he says, "Welcome home, Barbara. You can go." No check my bag, no ask me about no cheese, no tariffs, no nothing. I said, girl, California has 0 F's to go. Tom, I'm as old as your top lip. That's how old I am. He told me, he called me by my name, girl. Welcome home, Barbara. The guy who got my sister said, where did you go? And she said, Belize. And he goes, how's it there? And she goes, hot. He goes, okay, welcome home. You guys know I always tell you my age, but Tom is a whole damn troll. Tom is a whole damn troll. Tom, I have a birthday coming up. Send money. That's what you need to do. Send money. If I move to Belize, I'm going to get into the laundry business, child. See me ironing? Look at Joe's pretty shirt. And I'm not going to undo this to iron it because it's not badly off. I have a couple buttons, but I love this shirt. Has some little hula hula girls on it. I love it. He bought this to wear to one of the events Sherry Shepherd had invited us 2 years ago. One of the fluffy Gabriel Iglesias events. My mom would say, just mash the thing. Don't even iron, just mash it. And Cousin Jay, when we got off the bus, they said, this line is for green cards and visas. This line right here is for U.S. citizens. No passports needed. Put your passports away. Me and my sister said, this lady most crazy. Why are no passports needed? For sure as hell, they's going to lock us up. They're going to take us to CCOT. What the hell? I told my sister, stop talk Creole. Stop talk Creole right now. All these people next to us talking Spanish, you better shut up. When we got up there, they didn't need a passport because they already took our picture when we left the country. And so they just snapped the picture to make sure it matched up and we came back into the country. That's how easy it was. I tell you, California has 0 F's to give. We don't care. Mm-hmm. We don't care. I haven't even turned on my computer. I haven't even turned on the TV since I got back. I think I lived without TV for 21 days that I'm like, okay, I'm seasoned to it. Oh my God, I have to tell you guys about Evie. You guys know that I told you I missed Evie so much because Evie doesn't understand what happened to me and Joe, right? She lost Cora on the 7th of June, and by the 21st of June we were out of here. So she didn't know what happened to us. So every time I would call Jada on WhatsApp, I would go into that high pitched voice and go, Evie, Evie the baby, and she would wag her tail. She would listen, probably recognize my voice, and that was it. So they took your, yeah, they're doing that picture thing. So Dean was here babysitting Evie while Jada and Josh went to go get us, and Dean was here with Gaia. So when Joe walked in the front door first quietly, and Gaia was popping off because Gaia was in protective mode. So Dean held her, and Evie went off and popped off, and didn't recognize Joe at all. But I think partly was because Gaia was here, right, doing her job. So for those who don't know, Gaia is the Doberman that Jada's friend Dean owns. So I walked in behind Joe and I'm like, Evie, come on, baby, Evie, come on, come on. And I'm in that high-pitched voice, you know, that she recognizes. She didn't recognize us at all. She was running around the table scared, popping off, barking at us, going insane. She peed herself. We taped the whole thing, wait for the video. And then she recognized me first. I feel so special. She recognized me first, and she came and she bowed down, she rubbed her head on me, and she started to cry. Oh my God, she cried and cried and cried. Go to bed, Cousin Jay. We're not going to be here long. Yeah. And so that's when she went to Joe. She went back to me. She hopped all over us. I told him, when you come and sit this bed, you're going to freak out.
It doesn't look like fix it.
I have to fix it by 10, right?
By 10.
By 10? Okay, I have till 10 o'clock to fix this bed, girl. Joe freaks out whenever I have this bed covered with stuff. Night, Cousin Jay. Eloka, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I receive it. So, yeah. Evie went off the rails. But she didn't recognize us. I think maybe if Gaia wasn't here, she would have recognized us more quickly. But I think she was following Gaia's lead, being in protective mode. You know? The 3 whole weeks, when we've never even left her 3 whole hours. What's going to happen when we go to the beach all day? She's going to go, where did they go again? Where's the grandma and the grandpa? They left me again. The neighbor across the street came to talk to Joshua because I didn't tell her I was leaving. I didn't tell nobody I was leaving except for the other neighbor next door to her. And she said, what happened to Joe and Barbara? I see you out here taking care of the lawn and all this stuff and taking care of the car. What's going on? And Josh says, oh, they're fine. They're in Belize. They're coming back on Saturday. And Joshua says, I feel like you need to go show her proof of life, that you're okay. And I said, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. And so I said, maybe she thinks we died. And Joe says, no, maybe she thinks ice picked us up. Oh my God. So we'll see. Most of the people well, not most, all of them. All of the people I met in Belize couldn't stand the orange monster. They're like, what the hell is going on over there? Why did you guys? I said, we didn't do this. We didn't do this. Don't blame me. We didn't want this. We fought against this. We prayed against this. Man, I'm tired of ironing now, though. I have one more shirt and I quit. Whatever clothes are in the washer right now and they're going to dry, they're going to be there until probably Tuesday. before I iron again. And I'm not just ironing, I'm mending. Anything that was torn while I was there, I'm mending. I still have my shoes. My tennis shoes are still in the bag. I don't put these dirty shoes on my clothes. My pretty little Vans that Jada bought for me. I wore this on the show. The TV show that they recorded about me. I wore it on that show. See, when I was washing, I had to wash like with colors and lights and darks and brights and whites, and so everything got washed separately. Yeah, but I didn't want to take too long before coming on to let you guys know that I was home safe, and I couldn't let you guys know that I was traveling yesterday. Some of you did know. Some of you, because I gave you my return date. My diehards that I trust. I gave you my return date. But some of you did know. Like my moderators, you know? Because you guys held it down. Gary held it down with the website for me. I had a lot of people in place helping me to make this 21-day trip happen. So shout out to my sister. Go to my sister's page, My Life on the Hill, and watch all her shorts and stuff that she made about the trip. She has some cute ones. Carla, did you see the one where Joe and Derek were doing the machete contest about who chops better, the grass? I'm trying to leave a comment on the video, but it didn't allow me to leave a comment. It's just like sitting there. But I wanted to mess around with my sister and say, I vote for the left-handed person, because they both happen to be left-handed. My brother-in-law and Joe happens to be left-handed. My dad came to see us off to the airport. Yeah. I didn't bring back no coconut oil. You guys know I found that I'm allergic to coconut oil, right? So I didn't bring that shit back. I bring back Dutch cheese, Happy Cow cheese. There was something else. A little thing of Milo, but that's because I bought that to use at my sister's house, so I brought that back with me. The souvenirs that I bought back for the kids. I brought back for the kids. What else? In the way of food. Heinz. That's all. I didn't have no money. I told you this was an all expense paid. My sister wants me to stop saying that. She says, just say you went with me. Don't say that part. Okay, so I didn't say that part. Shh. Erase that part, okay? So that's what I brought back what I could afford. You know, and I don't have to be greedy. That dust cheese is gonna last me a whole year. The dust cheese that I'm wrapping up right now is what my sister brought back for me last year. I don't think I have to iron anything else. It's all socks and underwear now. Is this mine? Or is this Joe's? It looks kind of dull. I think this is Joe's. I gotta fix this one. I gotta fix my purse. This came in clutch because I used a big travel bag. I'm doing a review on that travel bag too. But I'm waiting for the segment, the show to come out where they interviewed me. Because in that thing I said, maybe I'll get interviewed. And I did. I spoke it into existence. Maybe turn for the better. Carla, you know we have to talk, girl. We probably can't talk tomorrow till my mouth wear off, but we gotta talk, girl. Oh, it does? It does not look, because I clicked on it. It wouldn't go nowhere, and I wanted to mess around and go, I vote for the guy with the left hand, but then they're both left hand, right? So that's the funny part. Look at my bag. How it just came undone right there. The thread. So I'm going to find black thread. And, oh man, I don't think I can go through it. Oh, right here, yeah. I can separate right here. No, it's not separating. It's, okay, I can go through and through. And it's only like 4 or 5 stitches. But I need a thimble. Can you believe I sew all this time I don't have a thimble? Fun more. PayPal wants to give me a loan. It's coming along nice too, Kathy. It's coming along really, really nice. And they closed up those other 2 rooms. Oh my God, I'm glad I filmed everything. Did I tell you about the nice guy that found me because I showed that orange house through the window? I was like, oh, Ave Maria. But he was a nice guy. And the whole idea was inspired from Pinterest. Pinterest. That's how my sister runs her entire life, is Pinterest. I'm gonna go try to find my snow cone machine. I don't know where the hell I put it when I left, but I'll go find it and make myself a snow cone. A snow cone. I bought 2 slip shorts. They're supposed to be like slips, but they're shorts. They're not really girdles, from Costco, but I think I might have bought the wrong size. I bought the size that I thought was my size, but it just kept skinning back, you know, like flipping up on. I kept having to pull it down, and that's what I didn't want. That's why I don't like girdles, because I hate that. And they said it wouldn't do that, so I'm gonna have to give that one a bad review, because it was pricey too. I had to buy it online from Costco. Emily, why? Why do you want me to say that name? I gotta make sure you're legit first of all. I'm saying something that I don't know. Is that person watching the show while you're asking me to say hi to that name? Yeah. I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up at 7 because Jory came to run Evie, and he came to say good morning. And I haven't gone back to sleep yet. So I'm gonna stop, see if I can get some kind of crushed ice, because I'm hot and tired and thirsty. I wore this hat quite a bit when I was there. And when I took a picture with my dad, he says, take that hat off. And I said, you crazy. I just came back from the Keys, and my hair looks a hot mess. I'm wearing my hat. So yesterday, when his hair was a mess, he was like, wait, I need a hat. I said, I'm going to make another one of these, though. I'm going to buy some other fabric and sit and hand sew it. I like that I hand sewed this, see? All them stitches are hand sewn. And, oh, I want to show you what Joe's sister gave me. Where is it at, though? I messed up right here because I didn't cut the pattern correctly. I was learning. And I might mess up on the other one, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Let me show you what Joe's sister gave me, okay? And then we'll wrap this up. Hold on. Move out of the way, shoes. She ran across the street to Joe's brother's house after we left her from the visit, and she gave this to me. She said that she just got through sewing it, and I just need to snip off the excess thread, so I'm going to do that first before I wash it. And you know, every time I have excess cloth, I do this to it, but I didn't know how to like merge them without having that seam looking thing. She just folded it. She just folded it. She didn't even serge it, just folded it. I was like, okay, I see you, girl. That's what I'm gonna do. So she gave me this whole thing. And I don't know if she's like me, but when I do patchwork, I pray over every patch. So I'm assuming she did. And I'm gonna be blessed beyond all measure. 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 Nice, huh? Yeah? It's gorgeous. That will be washed maybe Tuesday. Everywhere I went, this is what I've noticed. You know, I used to follow this preacher that preaches on TV. And he always preached about money, sowing seeds and harvest and stuff like that. And he would tell us that everywhere he goes in any country, people are always rushing to give him money. And he goes, sometimes they'll bring a suitcase full of money. I like these little socks from Costco. These little Puma socks. These no-shows. I don't walk on the floor with them. They're always when I'm wearing shoes. So I took my shoe off, so I'm taking the socks off. So that's how it was in Belize. Whenever people recognized me, they wanted to give me a gift. If it's like this from my sister-in-law, or if a mango from their trees, or some other special fruit from their tree, something from their bounty and from their harvest, and I took that to heart. Because sometimes you have a tree and maybe you only bring out 5 mango that year, and for them to just go in and give me 1, that's a big deal for me. You know, if they didn't have an item to give me, they wanted to give me a blessing, to speak a blessing over me, or open a door of favor for me and the people around me, not just me. I cried so many tears in Belize. Not sad tears, none of them. Only one day I cried sad tears, and it's the day after the key trip when I was dizzy. And it's because I don't like being dizzy, and I panic when I get the vertigo because I feel like it'll never stop. And I know that it'll stop, you know? While I was gone, one of my parents' friends passed away. I don't know if they had the service yet, but I'm going to call somebody right now to see when they're going to have that, and I'm going to try really hard to go to that. The only thing that would stop me would be gas money. While I was away, my aunt was hospitalized. She's doing better now, but it was scary. There was a lot of scary things happening when I was gone. A lot of things to make us worry. But God. So when I tell you I cried a lot of tears, it's like when I would meet somebody and they would tell me how my show affected their lives. And I think why it hit me so hard is because I feel unsuccessful. I even have that other channel that I haven't told you guys the name of, where I made some videos and I say I'm the most successful, unsuccessful YouTuber you're ever gonna meet. I have all this success, but I don't feel successful. And it's not because I'm hard on myself, it's because YouTube is a hard place to make money at. So you have to make money other ways, right? Selling footage to the AI and stuff like that. So I make it work. But when I meet these people and I see how much I've affected their lives in a positive way, I came back different. Honestly, I'm like, I didn't come back motivated like, I'm going to do this. No, 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 no. I just came back like, I'm going to put out this series of video from this beautiful trip. And we're going to see where it goes. I'm going to put it on the podcast tab. It's going to show up as a regular video at first, and I'm going to premiere all of it. Then it's just going to file under the podcast tab one at a time. And then we're going to see how it goes. I do know one thing, I'm not going to quit. I just don't know how we're going to take the show. There are a few things that I want to make. I ate at a restaurant that gave me a weirdly nice tostada, where they make it with mayonnaise on the corn tortilla. They fried the corn tortilla hard and they paste mayonnaise first. I'm a mayonnaise fan. So I'm like, oh, I could do this. On the plane ride, I got that little waffle thing that the Italians make, that flat waffle thing with the caramel in the middle. You have to buy the machine to make it. I want to buy that little machine, that waffle iron machine to make it. I don't know the name of that thing. It has a name. The Italian people will tell me. And then on the plane ride back, they gave me a cookie that kind of looked like a tartlet. It's a chocolate chip cookie, has chocolate chip in the cookie, but it looks like they made it in a tart pan, and in the middle there's a bunch of melted chocolate chips. I want to make that for you guys. I want to learn to make the cheesecake ice cream that I fell in love with in Belize. There's quite a few foods that I want to come back and try to make. Tracy already pumped out most of her videos, Myrna. Go like, I think you've liked them already, and share them for her. They're funny. She did one from Scary Movie. I don't know if she put that one out yet, where it goes, you know how the girl goes, Cindy. And he goes, where are you? And she says, check the music room. And he goes, Cindy, where are you? And she goes, check the effing music room. But they cussed the bad word, so Tracy didn't cuss the bad word though, right? So, hi Ernest, I'm good. How are you? So her stuff is like really funny. It was on. I think she posted everywhere. Hola on the hunt. How are you? What do you say? Native goddess? Oh my goodness. Ave Maria. I'm 15% native, by the way. Do you waffle stomp? What's waffle stomp? Is that what the thing is called? Where the thing is flat, flat, flat with a caramel in the middle? Yeah, you know when I encounter things that I like, I'm going to come back. Like I asked somebody to give me the recipe for the cheesecake ice cream that's in Belize because I loved it. And somebody said they would get me the recipe, but they didn't. And it's because it's me. Some people don't want to give me the recipe because they know I'll put it on the show, but I'll give you credit. So I'll figure it out. No, I think she put it everywhere, Myrna. YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. I don't know what waffle stomp is. I'm afraid to ask what that is. Especially being that I don't know you. If you don't know me by now. No, I'm good. Is that what the machine is called? I don't think that's what the thing's called though. That waffle thingy. When they tell me search thing on Google, I was like, I might get a virus. I wanted my idea of the whole thing because she has longer hair than I do right now, right? You guys saw a video I put up before. My hair is like way down here, but I cut my hair years ago. I'm going to cut it again too because it's getting annoying. See? It's looking trashy on the end. And so I wanted her to throw her hair and then we'd have rope extended from it. She said, girl, I'm going to fall off this veranda. You crazy. Yeah, she's my life on the hill. She's my life on the hill everywhere. Now, have you noticed that my stuff is different on different platform? Like, for instance, on YouTube and Facebook, it's The Bear Pantry Show because that's how I started. And then when I went to the other platforms, that just seems so damn long, so I just dropped the, and it's just at Bear Pantry Show. But it's always Bear Pantry Show. That's my name, in case you guys didn't know. My name is Bear Pantry. I changed it legally. First name Bear, last name Pantry. Did you know that, Jada?
What?
I changed my name legally. They can't see you.
Okay.
I changed my name legally. My name is Bear Pantry.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Like the artist formerly known as Prince?
Yeah, that part. Were you stealing from my shower? Oh, your stuff.
You keep our body wash. I bought another one.
You know, I gave away my shampoo when I was leaving, and I came back and go, I gave away my shampoo and I don't have none. I only had the shampoo but not the conditioner, but then I found a big jug of the conditioner over there. I was like, okay, see, God came through. Josue. Huh. I'm going to ask her if because I'm sure she put it on YouTube. Oh my God, go away, German boy. One of people rude. Yeah. Elite Play, there's your shout out. You were scrolling and found me? 37 people in this live. Oh, somebody gave some money. Thank you to whoever gave the money. I think Carla blocked that person too after they gave the money. They're probably going to take it back. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. See how burnt up I am? That's where the bathing suit was. This would have been my color. If I stayed in Belize all my life, I would have never been this light. I would have always been this dark. You become the color of where you live. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. I'm going to go get something cold. And then come back and put away all this clothes. That's the part I hate. I don't mind washing. I don't mind drying. I don't mind ironing. I just don't like to hang clothes because I just don't have enough closet space. But I'll figure it out. Optimal tax relief. Bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Probably late in the evening after the thing wears off, okay? Au revoir. Just have 34 people in this live, and I don't know why. We ain't talking nothing. Night, Kathy. Night, Myrna. Night, Carla. Thank you for working hard. I'll call you tomorrow when I'll text you first when the stuff wears off. Did you have something you want to say to the live people? No.
No.
Okay. Let me end it. Yes, I did. It had green on it.
It's the frosting.
And I was gonna buy a Costco cake today, but I can make you a cake.
Okay, that works.
What cake did you want?
Chocolate?
Night, guys. Night, Diane. Tell my handsome boy good night too, okay? Diane has the most handsome son that's so humble and sweet and smart. You know?
When did we get so posh? The
That's
Beverly-
Dean.
Oh, the Beverly Hills.
And he
Oh,
wore that. He wore that in Belize. He thought he was the shoy. Let me show it. Let me
So
show it.
Posh, bro.
Let me show it. Somebody says you have a beautiful nose. Damn, that's specific. Thank you. I think.
I've seen some ugly noses, so.
I think my old nose is ugly, so thank you.
Mm,
This shirt, it's backwards. It says Beverly Hills Polo Club. Dean gave the shirt to Joe, and Joe Shore wore the hell out of it in Belize. People thought he was rich from Beverly Hills.
We're in polo clubs. We play
These
on
little,
horses.
these little kids, everywhere Joe went, he wore that YouTube hat. Is this the one?
No, it's great.
No.
I can
Crap.
get mine if you want to show it.
Yeah, show it. He wore that YouTube hat, and the kids were like, "Mister, can you put me on your YouTube channel? Put my mango shop over here so people could come find me, okay?" And then for me, they were like, "You're a YouTuber," because if they see somebody else come and take a picture or make a big to-do, the younger kids, 10 and, between 10 and 13, see this hat, Joe wore a hat like this. This is Joshua's. And they said, "If you're a YouTuber, do you have a play button?" I'm like, yeah, I have a play. I forgot for a moment that I have that play button, right? Because, I worked so hard to get to it, and it was anticlimactic. And they said, "Show me." And I said, "I don't have it with me." And they're like, "You must have a picture of it on your phone." And I go, "To tell you the truth, I don't." And so I would go to find my YouTube video where I unboxed it, and I said, "Okay, see the video?" He goes, "We still don't believe it. We want to see it. We want to see the name on it." So Jada had to literally take a picture of the thing on the wall in the office and send it to me, and I showed them, and they blew it up and go, "Oh, okay, well, you're legit." Way to keep you grounded, right? What the hell is wrong? Damn, you people want a lot of shit for free. Did I see any donation? The quiet is like, put on a leather jacket and pretend to play the guitar. What the hell? What the hell? Bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow when the weirdos are asleep, okay? Au revoir.